Hi guys, I just tried to do another Facebook Live unplugged, and I really need a better system. Really, I just need an adapter to hardwire, and I'm sorry I didn't do that in advance. I forgot. It's been a little crazy. I'm sorry. So I thought I would just play a few songs and post it for you. I hope that works. So let's see. I know that we've had a week. I started to talk on the Facebook Live about really feeling the weight of being a Jewish person, and it's something that I know is always there, but seeing it on the hate on the t-shirts actually brought up just a lot of fear. I'm guessing I'm not the only one. And but gratefully, I was really contemplating and felt a lot of my grandmother, my maternal grandmother energy, and was thinking about her journey and the tenacity of spirit to make for a better life, and how the stories of our families are with us, but how do we discern how to take some of that and not carry it all. So that's been like kind of happening this week, and also realizing that if we're here to be a fine example for how to love and have compassion, how do we, in the midst of scary things and other people's anger, our anger, violence, hatred, how do we do that? Oftentimes I get this idea that we're all just like a bunch of crazy teenagers trying to figure life out. It's no excuse when you're older, but it helps me to see with different eyes. Anyhow, so I know it definitely has been a week, and also in terms of accountability and consequences, to really look at what are consequences for behaviors and what are our new standards, and also that if we have anger and judgment and self-loathing and things like that we're working through, where we can be asleep to it, and so other people are on their journey to awaken to, if they're willing to awaken to what are their patterns and how to break them. Everyone deserves an opportunity to begin anew. Everyone, this idea of redemption is very important, and I'm learning that for myself and for others, and looking at the idea of consequence, the idea of restoration, the idea of restoring, redemption, all of those things for ourselves and others, and what's going on in our country in history really could be a wonderful opportunity for us to create new ways of consequence instead of punishment, self-punishment, and punishing others. But all that to say, some people just, they don't understand. And so if they're wearing a hateful t-shirt, calling for, more killing of a certain people, or they're not seeing the privilege or all the things, there's no excusing, but I'm putting it out there for us all to contemplate and maybe take action in that direction of, people know not what they just don't know. They weren't educated. They don't know the history of a people. And so maybe that's another call for, instead of, creating new stories about how America came to be, or how immigrants came here, or what, there was things that I don't even want to say, that events that didn't happen that some people think didn't happen. It's an opportunity to really, bring back and face, just like we're constantly, if we're wanting to grow and we're wanting to forgive ourselves and be self-redeemed, we have to look at and be present to our patterns and what we've been through and how we operate, and before we can do anything. And so how, you have to look at history. And so I was thinking a lot about my grandmother this week, and how, I don't have family from the Holocaust, but my grandparents came here because of other things called pogroms, where the Russians in Ukraine were just killing Jewish people. So thinking a lot about that, and how, what if that's what's happening now? So there's multi dimensions. I just wanted to speak to it because I'm this constant place of looking at what's mine, what am I operating from, where am I operating from, and what's going on in the world, and how do I see with these compassionate eyes, and how do we bring some sort of education without shame, because some people, all of us, don't know certain things, So one idea I had was, and I'm just sharing ideas as I get older and older. I always have ideas, and they do no good, I guess, if they just stay in my head. But I've seen programs where tattoo artists will offer free tattooing for anyone who feels redeemed and releasing any path of hatred that they've lived on, and they transform what was a hateful image or words into something more glorious, and flowers, or whatever is positive. So it's almost like it's not being, I have chills even saying it, it's there, it's permanent, but there's new life growing from it. And so those people who are reformed, and people who have come through prison system, Freedom to Choose is an organization I still work with, and I did a weekend workshop with them, and they're working with our brothers and sisters in blue on the inside, and then they learn these techniques based on Viktor Frankl. They go out in the world and mentor, and I really feel like having models of, without shame, we all have something to offer, no matter what we've been through. And it's important to, for me, I would like to show up without judgment, and feel the feelings of, how could you wear a t-shirt like that, to maybe this person doesn't know what that means, and where did they learn that? And I'm not kidding myself. You're lucky if you could change your own mind now and again, but maybe there can be dialogues, peaceful dialogues, that may change things in our lifetime, maybe won't, but just planting little seeds. And so that was like the gist of what I really wanted to talk about tonight. So I'm really going to work hard to find an adapter for my phone, because really all I need is a plug in, some kind of adapter, so I can put the Ethernet cable in. It's the internet. Anyhow, I hope that was interesting, and for you guys, it's not really the thing of Sabbath Queen to just have a talk and one song. But so I thought that I would share. We're heading into, there's some holidays before, but into Passover, Easter. We're starting to read in each week. If you follow, I've been making a commitment to reading on my own, and also commentary on the Parsha, which is the Torah portion for the week, and everyone's reading them, week by week. And then there's so much wonderful commentary, on what it could all mean. And so we just started Exodus, and so freedom, really thinking about that, you know, as we're heading towards spring, and it often feels like the sun won't come, or there won't be a renewal, or there won't be something positive for us. And you know, this, what does freedom mean? So I thought I would share this this song, which was originally written by Rabbi Jamie Arnold at Congregation Beth Evergreen, which at 6:30 Pacific, Beth Evergreen is doing a Bob Marley Shabbat, and so it's gonna be great. So you go on their Facebook page and you just get the Zoom link, or you could watch it on Facebook. But I thought maybe it's fitting to do this. It's a mashup. Wade in the Water, Chamocha, which is a prayer, and just the prayer translation here that I have here is, so Chamocha, who is like you? Who is like you, this divine president? What is like you, this divine president? Amongst all things we worship, is there anything like this love? You know, is there any majesty like this? And so returning to that spot always in this divine, you know, presence, this grace, compassion, you know, there's nothing else like it. So, but this is a great, I don't know, I just thought this would be a good one. So thanks for, you know, sticking it out. I'll post this on YouTube and on Facebook, and I love you. I'm grateful for your support, and I will get that adapter. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. The trouble in the water is godly too. The trouble in the water is godly too. See those people dressed up in white, they must be the children of the Israelites. See those people dressed up in white, wading through the water in the dark of night, wading through the water in the dark of night. Ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osefet. See those people dressed up in red, they must be the ones Miriam and Moses led. See those people dressed up in blue, if they keep on singing, they will make it through. Keep on singing, they will make it through. If we keep on singing, we will make it through. Oh, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. The trouble in the water is godly too. The trouble in the water is godly too. Oh, this trouble has God through and through. See those people dressed up in black, they've come a long way, they never turning back. They've come a long way, we have come a long way, and we ain't never turning back. Elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot oseh. Oh, sefele, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. The trouble in the water is godly too. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, happy weekend, sending you love and blessings. May it be an easy rest. May you feel peace within your heart. I'll see you again next time. Mwah.